Excellent. Syllables are nothing but it is the breaking down of sounds when we read sound. You are right. Excellent. So, one word, any part of speech, it can be the adjective, it can be the verb, it can be the noun, it can be the adverb, whatever. When we read a word, there is a breaking down of sounds. That breaking down of sounds is called syllables, and these syllables can be classified under one syllable word and more than one syllable word. If I give you one syllable words, they are words that we say it once. We read it as once. No pause. Tall, boy, short, fat, thin, always. To the reverse. More than one syllable words, we can say it once. We pause when we read the word. Moments, moderation, misunderstanding, beautiful. Then we pause in some vowel sounds. I'm not saying the vowel letters. This is called syllable. Now, if you understand it, the content, let me give you the activity. Activity. Group the words in the table. Group the words in the table as one syllable word and more than one syllable word. This is your activity. On page 1. Mother, aunt, and cousin, daughter, father, sister, parent, nephew are given here. Your relatives. So we can classify this. We say it as once or not once. According to the concept that I have taught you, classify this. This is your activity 1. So group the words in the table as one syllable word and more than one syllable word. Like this. One syllable. And more than one syllable. This is your activity 1. You understand what we are going to do? Excellent, students. Now, let's go to the next topic. The next is reading. On page 2, it's stating about the wooden bowl. By the way, this short story has a thematic meaning. Means the story comes to teach you what concept or what do you understand from the story. I will ask you after I read the passage. But before I read the passage, I want to ask you the following questions. Have you ever talked to your grandfather or mother? Have you ever talked to your grandfather and your grandma? What they said to you? What they told you? What they have told you? Parents, please take your child's answer. Good. The next question I want to ask you is, how do you think your grandfather or your grandmother is similar to the other members of your family? Maybe by walking, maybe by their height, maybe by their weight, maybe by taking something else. How they are similar. Parents, please take the student's answer. Thank you. Now, let's read the passage and we'll do some comparison questions. The wooden bowl. Stating that there is a bowl which is made from the wood. A very weak old man went to live with his son's family. The old man's hands were trembling and trembling. What does it mean, trembling here? I will write the vocabulary after I have accomplished the reading passage. Trembling and his eyesight was blurred. Yes, it's written in bold. When the old man was eating with the family, his shaking hands and failing sight created problems. Peas rolled off his spoon onto the floor, and the milk spilled on the tablecloths. There were tablecloths, and the milk is going to spill. Whose? The grandmother's. Excellent. Let's proceed. As a result, the old man's son and his wife became annoyed. Why are you annoyed? Because the grandfather's milk is spilled on his clothes and you are annoyed. Oh, sorry, you disappointed. Oh, it's a shame, I want to see. That means annoyed. I write the vocabulary after you understand it. Good. After that, the old man's other daughter, there was the other daughter, and her son, who lived in the same house, became embarrassed, shameful, feeling shame, because there were something which is done by your grandfather. We must do something about father, said the son. Then, husband and wife set a small table in the corner of the house. Now they are coming to the solution. There were a problem, and the problem leads you to create your own situation and to solve the problem. There, the old man ate a lot while the rest of the family was enjoying dinner together. Since the old man had broken dishes, his food was served in a wooden bowl because the dishes already were broken, that's why. Sometimes the old man had tears in his eye. He started to cry. Tears in his eye as he sat alone. He sat alone. Everybody is not sitting with him. He sat alone. His grandson, the 4-year-old child, watched it all in silence. In silence means he was following him. That means, good. One evening, the 4-year child was trying to make the wooden bowl with his cousin. Because of the problem. The aunt noticed what her nephew and her son were doing and asked sweetly, "What are you making?" They asked. And the 4-year-old child responded, "Oh, we are making a little bowl for my dad and my mom." Why? Because to eat their food when they become old. Now he is creating, he loves his family, he likes his family, and before the age that becomes old, the son is trying to make the bowl. That is okay, very excellent man. So these words struck her, touching. She called the parents and told them what their child was doing. the parents were speechless. They can't speak because of the kids' work. The 4-year-old child's uncle, who came for a visit, advised the parents to be a good models for their child. So, the main thing that you learn from this story is you all children should solve the problem of our family. That is, in reading part, you learn a lot. There was a problem, and the problem is solved. The kid started to make a wooden bowl for his mother and for his father before, well, they became old. So excellent for this boy. And I clap my hand. And you should do like this. I want to recommend this one. Now, let me write some vocabularies which are written in board. And I will give you some clues. Vocabulary sections are very important to you. And as a teacher, I recommend you to know at least as an English teacher, my students, I want to recommend you to study to know at least 3 new words per day. Now, these words are written in bold, and I think you don't know. I feel that you don't know, and I have a doubt that whether you know or we don't know. Let's discuss it together. I'll give you a clue, no problem. The first is trembling. Trembling. With the trembling eyes. The milk was spilled. So, because of the spilled milk, the grandfather's eye was embarrassed. Embarrassed, just like this. Embarrassed means up and down of eyes. Up, down. Yes. Up and down over eyes. Because of the wrong thing. Excellent. Now the next vocabulary that I want to give you is blurred. Blurred. With a blurred eye. The blurred eye means it's regarding with out of focus. Out of focus. I'm observing with you with out of focus. And the other one is annoyed. Annoyed means you annoyed me because you are not doing your activity. Disappointing. Disappointing.
አስኳላ ልጆን በቤቶ የሚያስተምሩበት አማራጭ ፊልም። አዳዲስ ፊልሞቻችን እንዲደርሱ ሰብስክራይብ በማድረግ የቻናላችን ቤተሰብ ይሁኑ። ፊልሞቹን ሼር በማድረግ ለወዳጅ ዘመዶ ያጋሩ። አስኳላ አማራጭ የማስተማሪያ ዘዴ